Hi there, I'm going to show you how I'm installing the rear camera onto this Alphard. So what I've done is I've used a trim remover just to lift up this area, and that exposes two screws here which come out, and that will help to loosen out this rear spoiler so you can gain access to get the cables underneath there. Okay, so I'm going to lift up the car. Oops, easy. Lift up the boot. That's me hitting the ladder by mistake, and you can see I've removed the trim here off the door. So basically it's two screws here. You got to use your splodget to lift up the handles, the screws on the handles, and then you can gain access to, sorry, my apologies, you can lift up, take the handle out, two screws there, and then you go up to the middle end of the trim here, and you'll see these things here, which are roughly about there, and they can lift out, and just pull them out underneath the two screws, which you then remove, and then the trim just pops out. Now there's another video on this. It doesn't show the bottom of the trim coming out. When you've got this tailgate, this part pulled down on this side, you tap it forward, and that will break away the little attachments here. So it has to go that direction towards the front of the car, and you'll see them all there. Okay, and that's where those little little plugs go in, just to lock onto the vehicle. So you're basically hitting it, once you've leave it off the bottom half, you're hitting it to go that direction towards the front of the car. Then what you're doing is you're running your cable underneath through this little point here, where the brake lights go, all the way down here. And I put these little rubber strips which were in the car, and I'm just utilizing them again, and then I run it down the trim, pop out this bit, just pulls out. Okay, and you run it all the way down here, all the way under here to about there, and then you're going to slip it under the trim. So it's going under the trim, and you're going to locate it and push it all the way through there. You can see where I've got to so far. Okay, and then it's going to, when it comes out the middle part of the door, the middle door, you're going to go underneath this section here, and there we go. You can see it continuing its journey, and this step literally pulls out. There's a video on it as well, showing me taking out those steps. So it literally pulls out, it goes across here, up down this trim again, which pulls out. There might be a screw in it. Pull this trim out, and it will go behind there, and up to the enter points in there. When you get it through this, and you'll remember that I've taken this out, this instrument panel out before. So when you remove the three screws from the instrument panels, you can slide it through to get your phono out here. Now this requires a 12-volt supply, so your 12-volt supply goes, a 12-volt lead goes there and onto your blue antenna lead. So if you've got a spare one, just use that, and that will give you power. And then you can test it by putting the car into reverse before you actually connect it all up. And I'll tape this up as well. It's just there, just temporarily. So that's how I've done that, and that should give me the rear lights. You'll notice I've not actually glued it onto the car yet until I've tested the position and make sure I'm happy with it. I hope that helps.